And just like that, it's Monday. Hi everyone. The weekend went by really fast, and I was hoping for a less busy weekend. It turned out to be that way, but it was a great weekend anyway. I went and did some flower shopping with my mom. I will make sure I take pictures of my cute little flower pots on my front porch. They're really cute. We found some really pretty stuff. I kind of went with like orange, pink, and yellow flowers, and really pretty. Anyway, so today I'm back and we're going to do a pair of earrings and a bracelet from Earth Wonders, Sam's Bead Box for May 2024. And I already made one earring in advance so that, you know, we didn't have to sit through all of it because there's some wrapping involved, and it's really pretty. Just there you can see a lot of copper in it, and it does kind of like this little natural twist, and I'll show you how I ended up figuring that out. So it's a little trial and error, but hopefully I can duplicate it. So I should be able to. I just made the other one, so shouldn't be a problem at all, but we'll see what happens. And then of course we're going to make a bracelet, and I'm using some of the same beads that we used to make the necklace in my first video for this box. If you haven't seen it, it was posted like Friday night, so it's the only other one for Sam's Bead Box Earth Wonders for May 2024, so you should be able to find it pretty easy. So if you're looking for that, like if you stumble across this first, go back and watch it, necklace one too, because it'll all go together really well. So anyway, so that's what we're here today to do, and it's really warm, and I'm fighting turning the air on. Like, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. So I have the window open. I'm like, I have plenty of nice light little dresses that I can wear, and we're just dealing with it. So if you see me like not say anything for a while, maybe you might want to call somebody, because I may have gotten overheated and passed out. I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's not going to happen. But I just wanted to make a joke. Anyway, so we're going to turn you around and we're going to get going, and we're going to make the other earring first so we can do our earrings, and then we'll make our bracelet. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed the necklace that we made, and here it is. So we're going to make a pair of earrings that will match this, and also a bracelet. The only thing that I did not use in here were these, oh my goodness, I think they were the, let me find it, aventurine faceted brio drops. So, but we're going to use these in the earrings anyway, because I really love these, and I think they need to be in there. And there will be one as a dangle on the bracelet too. So it's not going to be a perfect match by any means, but it will go with it. And again, I've always said that not all my stuff is matchy-matchy. It'll just go with it. So that's our necklace, and I do have the video up for that. So Chris posted that Friday night sometime. So we have that. All right, so I'm going to put the ones for the bracelet aside. For the earrings, I am using some 24 gauge wire. Mine just happens to be Bead Smith. And I don't know how much, because I cut as much as I need for a little bit here, a little bit there. And here, I'm just going to lay out that earring here so we can kind of see it. And I already went ahead and I wrapped some of this stuff. I left a couple for us to wrap together just for time's sake, and that way I can show you in case you've never done it before. But the rest are wrapped and ready to go. And I have my ear wire, and I have a lot of little teeny tiny 3mm jump rings. I do have more on standby in case I need more. I started counting them, but then I lost count and I gave up. So so I have all these wrapped, and they're all wrapped exactly the same way. Like, I don't do anything special with them. Oh, but I guess you probably want to know what else we used in this, right? So told you about the aventurine faceted brios. We also have the copper crystal pear brio, and we also have, this was from, the petal brio raining garden mix. There was blue and there was green in there, and I took out the green ones because I want to use the green ones. So these are going to be a green heavy earring and some copper. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to cut off some of this 24 gauge wire, And you're having to use a really fine wire because the holes in these bracelets are really small. And I did try to use my thinnest jump rings, but they were not thin enough. So that didn't work out for me. So you're definitely going to want to do a little quick wire wrap on them. And how you wire wrap is up to you. As you can see, I don't go down all the way over top of the bead like to cover my wire on the ends here. I just like to do like a little quick little messy wrap at the top, and it's just kind of what I like. But you can wrap them however you like. That is totally up to you. So, but if you've never done it before, you're just gonna take your wire and you're gonna put it through the top part of your brio like this. And you take your longest piece and just push it up to the top like you're gonna make a triangle. And you take your short piece and you do the same thing. So now you have this like little triangle above your bead, right? So I just use my thumbnail and my fingers and I just make the longer one straighter. And then I can take my short one and we just want to wrap it, and I'm just using my fingers because this is very malleable wire. Just using my fingers just to go around a couple times. That's just to secure the position, okay? That's nothing like fancy or anything like that. It's just to keep it there for you to do your wrap. And then we can just snip that off, get as close to the wrap as you can without cutting your little wrap there, which I think, did I? No, I'm good. All right, so, and then you want to take your round nose pliers and just do a wrap loop. And with these, it doesn't really matter which way your loop is facing because they are the same shape around. And I really didn't pay too much attention to the way how it was facing anyway when I was doing this, because I know they're going to twist and move around on the earrings. And then I just used my hand just to guide the wire around. And I didn't do like a super tight wrap. As you can see, like I showed you, my wrap was a little bit messy. So I just did kind of like a quick messy wrap around. And it looks something like that. A little messy, but I like the way that looks. It just makes it, to me, it makes it look really like, I think organic is the word I'm looking for maybe. So I like to do that. Ever since somebody said, made the messy wrap like popular a few years back, I'm like, yep, that's just going to be me from now on. It's going to be the messy wrap. So I like the way it looked, and I am embracing it. Okay, so these are basically the same thing. So you're just going to do exactly what I did in the other one. Just do a couple of quick wraps around just to secure your position. And cut that off. All right, and now we have this wire sticking out where we can make our wrapped loop. So yeah, so Saturday my mom and I went and got our flowers, and we had so much fun, and I spent a little bit more than what I intended to, but I got some really nice flowers, and I was really trying hard to pay attention to flowers that thrived in direct sunlight or a lot of sunlight, and that way I didn't have to worry about my flowers, not making it. So I will definitely show you guys that. I have to go out and water them anyway. I have to make sure that they have good drinks. All right, so then what I did next is we left one of these little ones just on its little, no jump rings attached, okay? Then the next one I did, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, yep, I did 2 jump rings. Okay, so same one, but I did 1 and 2. Okay, and we're going to close it up. And then the next one, I did 3 jump rings. There is cat fur, Lucy's cat fur on my mat. I can tell she's been laying up here on it when I wasn't home. Such a little stinker, I'm telling you. I don't know what they love about laying on top of my desk when there's so many other places for them to lay. That's a goofy cat for you, I'm telling you. There's something. All right. And one more. That makes 3. Okay. I'm just keeping them in order. Then we're gonna do 4 on the next one. Sorry, I just knocked all my tools off my little ledge here. So 1 and 2. I like the first 2 that you put on because you can put one on right away before you have to open it. And then 3. It's kind of fiddly work, but I think it ends up looking really cute when you're all done. And you can definitely use all of them from all the beads if you want from the box to do like a thicker version of it. But I like to be able to have them be not so heavy, which is why there's only 3 gemstones on each one, because the gemstones can get pretty heavy. So there's 4. And the next one we're gonna have 5. And you get what I'm doing here, right? This is why I made one in advance, because I knew it was going to be time consuming and I wanted to do a bracelet and earrings in this one. So this week I have 4 days off, so I have Friday through Monday off from work, and the only day that we really have plans is Sunday. We're doing a cookout for Memorial Day weekend. Other than that, I don't have anything planned. So what I'm going to be doing is I have so many beads to put away, and I need to get them put away. So Friday, I plan on getting up early. I want to go get one more like rolling cart like what I have behind me. Get one more of those and get everything like situated and put away properly, and everything that needs to be labeled will be labeled. So I have 4 so far. I need one more. So that's my plan for Friday. And then I also figured I would get the house straightened up and stuff like that too at the same time. And then Saturday I should be able to sit down and make some videos. And I want to use Saturday as my creating day. So that's my plan. We'll see how that works out for me. All right, so the next one is 6. But I have 3 Beadbox Bargains orders that I have not put away yet. And that's very, very, very bad. I have 2 orders from Sam's live sales that I have not put away yet, which is very, very bad. I have I have a lot of stuff going on, and I wanted to go through some of my older bead boxes and get those actually recorded, what's left over, and get those put away and get rid of the box. So there's a lot going on. Plus I know that I have other stuff coming for me to do videos with in the mail, and I don't want to end up with any more like piles on top of piles on top of piles. So I need to skedaddle and get going on that. All right, so we have 2 more in here. What I need to do is I need to see if I can enlist the boys and have them sit down and help me out with some stuff. see if they can help put away. But you know, it's kind of one of those things, it's like, you really only trust that stuff to yourself. So, I probably won't ask them for help with that, but I can definitely ask them to help out with other things around the house. So, which will give you more time to do what I need to do. So now we just need 7 for that one, and then I can put those away. And then we're almost ready to make this complete earring. And then of course I will try them all on at the end of our video. I'm also needing to like figure out how to create myself more space in here. Like there's got to be something I'm doing wrong, that I am not utilizing some of the space I could be utilizing. I've got to figure that out. I really, really, truly have to figure that out, because there's, like, I know I could be using the closet too. So I really need to look into what I have going on here and fix it, because it's really starting to I'm getting too busy to have to go back and backtrack. You know what I mean? So I need to really just figure it out and get it started, get it finished, and move on, so I can just enjoy my process instead of like, oh, well, I know I just ordered X, Y, and Z. Where did those go? I mean, it's just a mess in here. And then I wonder, are other beaders having the same issue as me? Do you ladies have that? Ladies and or gentlemen also, because I know that there are some gentlemen out there too that make beautiful jewelry. Do you guys have the same problem, or are you pretty organized? That's my question of the day to you all. I need to know if you're organized or if you are a complete hot mess like myself. All right, so now we have all of our little dangles made. And what I did was, let me just pull these down so we have some room. So the very first one, the one that doesn't have anything, gets hung directly on to my ear wire, okay? Then the next one, just making sure how I did it, I hung on the ear wire as well. So I think I want it this way, yeah. I wanted it from the back side. There we go. Okay. Then the next one, I actually hung on the second one I put on, not the jump ring that is holding on to the ear wire, but the next one down. And that's basically what I did the entire time. So everything that got hung on the next jump ring down. So like this one here is getting hung right here. It's the one, it's the second from the top of the last one that you put on, if that makes any sense at all. So you kind of do get some overlap, but it also does this like a little bit of twist in it, and I don't know, it just ends up looking really cool. So this one is right here. All right. And this one, it's right there. I think I'm about to ask Shane if he'd go get some ice cream. Look in the mood for ice cream, you guys. I'm so terrible. And the bad thing is I know he'll do it. Like, you know, like, just, honey, I really could go for some ice cream right about now. All right, so then this one is there. And if I did this correctly, our earrings should look very similar. And they do. There we go. There's our earrings, our lovely little pair of dangly earrings. And I think they turned out really cute. So now we can move on to our bracelet. So just like the necklace, we're going to use some of this soft flex beading wire in the lapis color or dark blue. And I'm going to measure my wrist, and then I'll let you guys know what I ended up cutting. And I'll give you a reference. So my wrist is 6.5 inches, and I want to make sure I have enough to do my to end my bracelet. So I'm going to cut right here. Okay, wrap that back up. And we are using, for my 6.5 inch wrist, we are going to be using 9 inches of stringing wire. All right, I have my crimp tubes, I have my lobster clasp, I have these beads, which I did not use in the necklace, but I want to use in the bracelet really, really bad. We have these that we're going to wire wrap for dangles. And I have the malachite, and I also have the last remaining, the crystal and copper. But these are the English cut and cobalt check glass. And then we also have some seed beads, because I'm thinking if I'm going to make it look like the necklace in a way, I would like to use some of those seed beads as well. So let's go ahead and figure out how we want to do this. So I'm thinking that I would like it to be kind of like a little bit of a pattern. So I do want to use some of these, and I probably will only use 3, but let's dump some of these little puppies out. And let's go for the copper ones. I think I need it's a little weird looking right there, so let me just cut that off. There we go. So this, oh my goodness gracious. Maybe that's just a bad bead. Not a bad bead, it just doesn't want to fit on my wire. I want the cobalt ones to be like my my focal of my bracelet. So that's why we're doing these here. Okay, you know, these all like fed on the blue before. I didn't have an issue. All right, so there's that one. And then let's put this one on here. And there we go. And then let's put another copper one on this side. Goodness, come on. You guys, I'm struggling. There we go. Okay, so there's our 3. I don't know if we'll use more or not, but there's our 3. And then I want to use, I think I want to just do these on one side and these on the other. Let's see how that would end up looking. So let's go ahead and put these over here. And I think between these, I want to use the blue ones. So we're just going to do like we did with the necklace, and we're alternating those little seed beads too, just to give it another little spark of color in between. Plus it gives me a good use for those little seed beads. I do love them. I love the colors, and I think they add quite a bit to the bracelet and to the necklace that I made on Friday. So there we go. All right, and this is our last one of those. And let's put that dark blue one on right there. And then I am just gonna grab this guy and close this off right here. Okay, just to make sure I don't have anything bad happen. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and start putting these on, and between these we will use the green. And I'm not being particular about which one of the malachites I am grabbing. I don't mind how it ends up turning out. Like if I have like this blue one right here by the green ones, perfectly okay with that. Absolutely perfectly okay with that. So this is just a quick little stringing project. The only thing that's going to take us longest is we're going to go ahead and do some more wire wrapping. We're going to wire wrap these 3 here. So that will take a minute. And I figured I would just let the camera roll while I do it, because I showed you how to do them on the other one. So I can just go ahead and show you maybe one more, and then just kind of whip the other 2 out real quick. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, no, we still have quite a ways to go, so that's good. So what's going to happen, even though this is going to be our focal, it might be a little off center, but that's okay too. Maybe it'll just end up looking kind of somewhat asymmetrical, but we may end up, I may have miscalculated what I needed. We may end up having to add some more of that, but let's see. We'll see. You know, I could always just go down with more seed beads too, because I really like the idea of just having 3 of these big chunky ones here. I don't know what it is about 3s, but I do love 3s. Okay, so we have that. Let's see how this ends up looking. No, you know what? I think we're gonna be fine, because I think I will do some seed beads. Plus I wanna use like a couple big jump rings, because I do wanna hang those little bracelets off of a jump ring. So I think after this seed bead, we'd be okay to close it, because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use some fatter jump rings to kind of extend this bracelet. All right, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and clean that up real quick, just so I don't knock them off my mat and have them go flying everywhere. There's so many beads on my floor right now. I'm sure when I sweep, I could probably open a store. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this off. And what we need is our crimp tubes. I'm not putting wire guardians on, but I will, I'm not gonna string this directly on either. Like I said, we're gonna use some bigger jump rings just to, you know, make it look like a little bit more chunky, I guess. So I'm just going to make myself a loop here. We're not looping it onto anything, because I can open my jump rings and put them directly on. So we're just making a loop. And I want it to be small-ish, so right about there is where I want it to be. Grab my crimping pliers. Give that a good crimp. And there we go. And then I don't think these fit through. No, I didn't think they would. Okay, so let's cut off our tail and just get as close to that crimp tube as you can. Cut that off. Come on, let go. There we go. All right, and then we can just let gravity do its thing. Slide that on down. And we'll do the same thing over here. Okay, but with this, we got to slide it down to the end of our bracelet, but leave some room so that way it still moves. You don't want to get too cramped up. All right, so we want to make our loops about the same there. I know it's not going to be perfect, but get as close as we can. And then we can just crimp that one down too. There we go. And then trim off our tail. Oh, I just sent my tail flying. It's gone. It's in outer space. All right, so now we have these things to use. Let me move those out of the way. All right, and I've got a couple of big jump rings. Got that one and that one. I think I want a small-ish one too. But let me see. Let me see if I added this up correctly in my mind. So the big one is for us to put our attach it like a clasp onto. Okay, this one here. And then let me just check something real quick here, because I wanted to use a smaller one. Okay, yep. So we're going to use this smaller one and that big one. But what we're going to do, we're going to hook the smaller one into here and onto this big one. And then we're going to use the big one to connect to our bracelet. And that's where we're going to hang our dangles from. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it open because we're going to slide them right on, because we're going to do our wrap loops for those 3 briolettes and just slide those right on. Okay. All right, so let's start with this one. And this is one I didn't show you, but it's really the same as the other one. So you're just going to go ahead and do your triangle, okay? Like that. Just a couple wraps around. All right, cut it off. And around those pliers. And we're just making our loop. And again, I'm just going to use my hand to do it because it's, oops. Oh my goodness, look what I did. I must have like cut it off or something. All right, so it's thin wire. So I don't know if I got in the way and I nicked it or what, but something happened. But that's okay, we can do it real quick. All right. Cut that little gnarly piece off there. I probably ended up nicking it somehow or whatever when I was cutting. I wasn't paying that close of attention to it. But it happens really easy, so. And my wire came from Hobby Lobby, so if you were wondering, I had a wire emergency and I had to run out and get some a couple weeks ago, and I ran to Hobby Lobby real quick, and they never put it on sale there. I mean, every now and then you'll get like a good clearance, but it's never one of their like sales, like they'll do the half off the beads or half off of, you know, metal findings, but it's never this stuff. never ever. And I'm like, gosh. And I don't like paying like full retail for stuff. I really don't. I always watch for sales, and I'm always looking to, you know, get a good deal, just to maximize my dollar, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do pay full retail for things, like, and I do it quite often. I just don't like to. If I can find a coupon code to help stretch my dollar, I will. But I like on Amazon, it's full retail whenever I order for, you know, like my crimp tubes, my Bead crimp tubes. It actually may even be a little more pricey on Amazon than it is on their website. But I usually, when I start ordering my crimp tubes, it's because I'm in dire need of them and I need them like the next day. So I will get my Prime shipping and it'll be to me like the next day. So I that's the only reason why I do it that way. All right, so we have that one. And squish that down real quick, and then we just need to make one more teeny tiny one, and then we are good. So I don't need as much of this now. In fact, probably right about there is all I need. Probably more than I need. Okay, go ahead and trim that off. I guarantee you I must have nicked that wire, because I've never had wire just break like that on me. So I'm pretty sure I nicked it, and then when I went to make my loop, I made it worse. All right. Okay, and our last one here. You know what? Actually, I think we're going to add one more thing to it. We have those cute tear cast charms in the box. I'm going to grab one of those too. And we are going to hang that as well. Just to make this, there we go, a little extra. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and hang all of our cute little dangles. And our charm. And then we can close that right up. And now we have our adorable little bracelet that will match our necklace and our earrings. So there's our little bracelet. That thing was kind of, it's like it needs to be oiled or something. So there's our bracelet, and here are our earrings. And if you hold on 1 second, I'll turn you guys around and I'll have these on for you. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the earrings. And I think they turned out really cute. They aren't like completely all color, right? So that you can see a lot of the copper in there, and I think that just turned out really cute like that. And then here is our bracelet. It's kind of, you know, maybe color blocked a little bit. And here's our little dangles on our bracelet. I think that turned out really cute. So there you go, guys. And then if you want, why don't I just go ahead and put this on too so we can see it all together. See, not matchy-matchy, but it goes with. So there you go. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Thank you for all your comments. I'm gonna try my hardest this evening to sit down and get back to some of you on some things. And I think I have a couple messages to check. So I'm gonna sit down and try to respond to those as well. But much love to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for making this channel what it is today. I really appreciate you all. If you weren't here, this wouldn't even exist. So thank you. We owe it all to you. We really do. I know Chris is very appreciative and talks about how blessed he has been through all this too. So again, thank you for your blessings, and many blessings to you guys right back. So anything you guys need, we're here. So thinking about y'all. Have a great week. I'm sure you'll see me again very soon, and happy beading. Bye everyone.